What is up, guys? It is me, Michael, aka Vanilla Bear, and this time we're going to be doing an S Plus walkthrough. So, to get an S Plus, you need to play on hardcore mode. You need to complete the game in the time frame for an S, which for the A section is 2.5 hours, and you have to do it with 3 or less saves. It's the same for Route B. Apart from Route B, you get half an hour less. You only get 2 hours on Route B. Now, I've done this with Claire and I've done this with Leon, so I'm going to have a video for both A sections. Just starting off with Claire. Mainly because Claire's easier. Her weaponry's better, the routing's better, and she is bae. Now, by no means is this a perfect run. I make a few mistakes. I think I killed the final boss with maybe 10 bullets left in the machine gun. So it's a very close call. I have enough stuff to bring more weaponry into the fight, I just don't do it. So as long as you follow this, you'll be more than equipped for each fight. A couple of mistakes I do make, I'll warn you and tell you how to do it properly, so you don't make the same mistakes that I do. But yeah. So from the start there, you don't need to fire anything, you can just like dupe past the zombie, it's pretty easy. Now at the start here, make sure you don't run into the zombies. I'm pretty sure I might do that on my Leon playthrough. Just so used to being in a hurry, just clicking the thumbstick in, and as soon as that cutscene ended, I ran straight into the zombies. Which is just instantly danger health, so don't do that. Just quick turn, and then run away. If you've watched my like no item box, no healing kind of walkthroughs, there's a lot of stuff I do is very similar. But yeah, I mean, you don't need to use this for an S plus. You can use most of the stuff in this video just to get an S rank, or also just to get your hardcore trophy. You don't necessarily need to do it. You can save more if you want to. You don't need to go for the S plus. There's no trophy for S plus. It's just kind of bragging rights, and I think you get additional infinite ammo unlock. But that's another thing actually for getting an S plus, like you're not allowed to use any of the unlimited weapons. Which I think is the same for S. Yeah, it's just an S rank, but with less than 4 saves. So yeah, I picked up the first aid kit at the entrance, then I came in here, pick up the ammo. There's also another first aid kit in the bathroom, which we'll pick up after moving this. I pick up enough healing items to carry through the whole game. Like, you can get through the police station and probably the sewers fairly easy without getting hurt. I think I might get hurt a couple of times. But another thing that makes Claire easier is there's few lickers. The lickers are probably the biggest issue in Leon's playthrough. I think my playtime for this, for Claire's, is like 1 hour 40 or 1 hour 48, whereas my playthrough for Leon was like 2 hours. So yeah, I struggled with Leon, but Claire wasn't too bad. I think I did S plus second time with Claire, first time with Leon, just because I knew what I was doing. But yeah, now this bit is dangerous. This bit is very RNG. Okay, I fuck this up with Leon, but I do it with Claire. So these two zombies jump out, you click to the right, and then instantly turn around. Now, that guy will, it's a kind of 50-50 chance that that guy will get you. If he does, it's no big deal. There are 2 first aid kits you've picked up, and there's plenty of herbs and red herbs in the police station. So if you get bit there, you don't need to restart. If you want to restart because, you know, you were only, what, 4 minutes in? It's entirely up to you, but I get bit there on my Leon playthrough and I still continue, so it's no big deal. Because yeah, there's 2 first aid kits. There's also a green herb in here. There's also another green herb coming up shortly, and then another green herb and a red herb as well, so there's plenty of healing in the police station. So I pick this up now. Just wherever you have room for healing items, just pick them up, because like, you can use the item box as much as you want. After doing challenge runs, it felt so nice to be able to use the item box again. But yeah, there's no enemies in here, so we're just going to run all the way to the end. Zombie breaks through the window, but it doesn't happen until after you've gone past. And here, turn left, there's some ammo. And that's all. We're just going to jump through the window on the left. This is... I play strictly on PS4. Which means I don't use any of the knife strats that PC players use. So, which is kind of why I pick up a lot of ammo. Whereas on PC you can pretty much kill every single boss without firing a bullet. There's a herb on the right hand side if you require it, but we don't need it just now. Ignore the zombie down there. And there's a red herb at the end of this corridor, which you can combine with the green one. Okay, now we're going to take out the zombie here. Now, a key thing for hardcore. Shooting them in the feet and the legs seems to be more consistent for staggers than shooting them in the head. It's also easier to shoot them in the legs. This is the first locker we're going to use. I think this is DCM. I would recommend you create yourself a sort of like cheat sheet. Also, unless you plan on using the submachine gun, I wouldn't even bother getting that one. There's a couple of lockers you don't need to get with Claire because the submachine gun is trash. So yeah, so the premise of what we're doing most of this playthrough is shooting the zombies in the legs until they stagger, and you're just going to run past them. It saves, because zombies take so many bullets to kill in hardcore. It's just such a waste of ammunition trying to kill them. I just discarded the submachine gun bullets as well because we're not using it on this playthrough because it's trash. Let's ignore him. And here we're going to open the safe. Now, yeah, I would recommend you create yourself a sort of cheat sheet next to you, giving you like the medallion passwords, your safe passwords, and your locker passwords, just so you don't have to waste time looking for them. I'll post in the description below the answer to all the ones that we use. And you can just use that if you want while doing your playthrough. But yeah, we've got the inventory upgrade and we picked up some gunpowder there as well. And then we're going to head back to the start. If you use the spade key here and go in, you can trigger the cutscene for Leon. Like when Leon appears here early, so you don't have to go to the library. Okay, then we're going to go upstairs and we're going to open the door to the library. I can't remember if I go into the library, because we're going to have to go into the library at some point to pick up the book for the grenade launcher. I'm not sure if I do it here or do it after. I'm pretty. Do I turn around here? No. Okay, we'll go for the medallion name. This is what, lion, branch, and then bird, I think. But yeah, like it's crazy how much time you save once you know all the answers to the puzzles. Like trying to work out the 3 medallions, and there's the 2 passwords in the lab. Checking your documents for all the safe stuff. Like once you've memorized it, it just saves so much time. But yeah, now we're gonna create some inventory space because you're gonna need 4, maybe 5 inventory slots here. 4 is enough because you're gonna get rid of the spade key, and once we get rid of the spade key, we'll have 5 because we're gonna pick up the book from the library, which will then get us the jewel. Actually, no, wait, no, we don't. I'm lying to you. Ignore that. We don't get the book with Claire because the book gets you the jewel, which gets you the submachine gun, and we're not using the submachine gun because it's trash. But you will need it with Leon. So what we're going to do is open the door, get rid of the spade key, and then we're going to go into the kind of artsy-fartsy room here, pick up the weapon card. There we go, that's for the grenade launcher. Obviously in Leon's playthrough you'll do more in here because you need to get the magnum. But this is not Leon. This is Claire. So we're going to stop talking about it. There's a green herb there and there's a red herb elsewhere in the room, but we're going to pick them up later once we're at the tyrant section, so you can ignore them for just now. More ammo here and pliers. Now the reason you need inventory space is because you're going to pick up the pliers, you're going to pick up a fuse, we're going to get a flash grenade and some gunpowder. And once you pick up the Wire cutters, you can't get rid of them, and once you pick up the fuse, you can't get rid of them. So you need to make sure you have plenty of room here. More with Leon than you do with Claire. So there's a herb on the left, but we can ignore that. Flash grenade on the table. Ammo on the police officer's body. Then we're going to go into the office to pick up the valve. Some gunpowder. And then the last one we're going to use for the fuse. So yeah, you see, like, there's so many things you really need to pick up here. Yeah. Also note out the zombies, if zombies try to grab you, they always try to grab you twice. So if you outrun their reach, you're not necessarily safe. But yeah, as long as you just keep running, don't get yourself in a corner, and worst case scenario, just shoot them in the knees, give them a stagger. It's anything from like 1 to 4 bullets to stagger them, it's completely random. And now we're getting rid of some stuff, so don't need the gunpowder right now. We're going to get rid of the valve, and we're going to get rid of the pliers, so you can just keep them just now. So back to this corridor. There is 2 zombies you need to stagger in here. I think you can actually run past one of them, but I would play it safe. So you can ignore this one. When you cut through this door here, there's going to be a zombie on the left. You need to stagger him. There we go. And at the end of this corridor, there'll be a guy with a high-vis jacket. Sometimes he comes from the corner, sometimes he stays, so just be aware. In this playthrough, he just completely stands still. And got my Leon playthrough, he actually comes around the corner early. So, use a wire cutters, pliers, whatever. Discard them. Pick up the bomb. Another flash grenade as well on the side here. And we're going to open the shortcut. Straight into the weapons room for the grenade launcher. Now there's like a knife and some pistol ammo in the lockers, but it's not completely necessary to get. Also, I don't actually use the portable safes for the other inventory upgrade in this playthrough. We only get one upgrade, and we've already picked it up. That's the only one I get in this playthrough. Feel free to get the locker key one, or the one in the lab later on, but you won't need it. Yeah. When you're in this section, I wouldn't even bother using ammo on this zombie, because I wasted 3 bullets. You can actually just juke him around there. Now, I come in here, and I'm not supposed to. Because I'm pretty sure I come back here and I turn around and do a 180. When you leave the weapon room after the grenade launcher, you do not go into the office. You're actually just going to head down the hallway, which we're going to now. So yeah, you would cut a left and go down here. And upstairs now. The second time you come down here, there's another zombie spawning up here. Stagger her, and we're going to go into the bathrooms. If she's running against the railings there, you can actually probably just run past her. Save yourself some ammo. Here we're going to use cap. This is going to give us some flame rounds. And there's also flame rounds to the right. And the portable safe is in here should you want to pick it up. Get rid of the valve. And into the liquor area. There's also gunpowder in the left locker there. I don't have room for it, but if you want it. I think I might actually come back for it later. Ignore the liquor. Now, battery in the office. Attach that straight to the bomb. There's going to be another flash grenade in here. And some flame rounds. Now there's also some high-grade gunpowder. And a first aid kit as well. So, I think I pick up both. And then what you can do is go back to the bathroom, or if you picked up the gunpowder the first time, you can go back there and combine it with the high-grade gunpowder, and you get acid rounds. Now, the liquor always hides around this corner, and I usually I shoot it with a flame round and run past it. When I was playing as Leon, I discovered you don't actually need to shoot it, you can actually just hug the right-hand side wall. As long as you're walking, the liquor doesn't touch you. Also, yeah, I just realized there's also gunpowder in this room, which is what I use to make the acid rounds. So back into the library, we're going to go upstairs, and we're going to use the bomb to get to the lady statue. Pistol rounds, use the bomb. Now, this section is straight up just a trap, but there is a way to get around it. Now, as soon as the bomb goes off, the bookcase behind will fall down, and the zombie will drop. There we go. Pop the zombie's head off, just use your pistol, because the zombie can't move until its head pops off, and then we're going to move the bookcase. This way we don't have to deal with this whilst also running from a licker. Okay, now I'm going to use an acid round on this licker while I then run for the door. I think if you walk, you can kind of bait the licker into an attack, but it is very dangerous. And I would recommend you just use an acid round. There's plenty of acid rounds later, and you're always going to have more acid rounds than healing items, so it's always safe just to shoot it and then run for the door. And the zombie's already dead, so he can't get you. There we go. Now all we need to do now is put the medallion in the statue and then come back into the library to get the unicorn one. If you have better item management than me, you could probably get the medallion now to save you coming back in here, but it's not a big deal. There's also some pistol ammo down here too. Now this walkthrough is probably going to be in 2 or 3 parts. No doubt I'll do 1 part for each save. So this is going to run all the way until the sewers, when you have to save Sherry. Mainly because the sewers, the initial part of the sewers is really easy, and it's very doable to do the whole of the police department without saving it, including the tyrant section as well. Be careful when you come in here, the zombie sometimes hides behind the door, so just be wary of that. Yeah, so I save in the sewers. I actually kind of save a little bit early in the sewers. You could probably do all the sewer section without saving it, and then save it just before fighting Birkin Part 2, because the Birkin Part 2 fight is fucking awful. And if you die during it and then you have to do the sewers again, I can understand it's frustrating. So if you want to do the sewer first and then do the G2 fight, it's probably a better idea. But I save there. I think I save halfway through the lab. And I also save just before the G3 fight. Similar save files on my Leon playthrough, but also kind of different because I save after G3 and before Tyrant. So, Birkin 1. You're going to need one healing item's enough. I've gone for a red and green herb, just in case I use it, I can use the kind of defense boost for another hit. You're going to want to take your grenade launcher and all the ammo you have, and take your pistol and all the ammo you have. You don't need the flash grenades, but I'd maybe take at least a knife, just in case he grabs you. If you go all the way down here, there is a grenade as well. Now, make sure that your knife is equipped, because the last thing you want to do is get grabbed and have to use your grenade, because the grenade damage is severely limited. Used as a defense item rather than used as an actual throwing item. So make sure your knife is equipped, and if you want to throw a grenade, just equip the grenade before you throw it. This is like a safety measure. But this fight, she's just a fucking weapon sponge, because you don't have a shotgun like Leon, but just flame rounds and pistol, and just don't get hit, essentially. You know, if he's in his little like sprinting animation, just keep running from him until he slows down or until he does a heavy attack. It's key not to get greedy in this fight, because I think one hit from him will put you into danger. And once you're in danger, you run so slow that he can just hit you again. And that's you dead. 20 minutes is wasted, you're back at the start. Which is exactly what happened to me on my first playthrough here. If you can, try and aim for the eye on his shoulder, but Claire's pistol is inherently inaccurate at the start of the game. Now there is another grenade, and there's also plenty of handgun ammunition lying around here. But wherever you do, do not pick up anything whilst he's in this sort of running animation, because you'll just get cornered. You're better waiting until he transforms before going to get anything. I don't think I use acid rounds on him. I would suggest that if you can, save your acid rounds. I don't actually even take them into the fight, because we're going to need to kill 3 lickers in the next section, and acid rounds are your best friend for lickers. Yeah, like, it's just, as long as you're constantly putting ammo into him, just baiting out the attacks, not getting greedy when he's running, you should be fine. Like, I think we put maybe like 6 flame rounds into him, 2 grenades, and a fuck ton of pistol ammo. It's annoying because you can't really do this fight quick on PS4 because you can't do knife strats. Because, you know, PS4 doesn't run at like 120 frames. There might be a knife strat on PS4, but I'm not really in the mood for learning it. When he's constantly doing this running animation, I'm pretty sure this is him trying to grab you. But as long, there's the grab there. As long as you have a knife, you're fine. Because so using a knife is better because you don't waste your damage from your grenade, but also once you kill Birkin, you'll get the knife back. Okay, so yeah, so while he's doing his little transform animation here, he slows down so you can run away and pick up some ammo and a grenade as well. There we go. Now, like, I don't dislike this fight. It's just that it's kind of slow. Like, it takes a lot of ammo. The G2 fight is by far my least favourite in the game. I just think the whole crane, like, thing, plus just the tiny area you have to fight him in, is just fucking awful. G3 is not so bad because you can learn all of his moves. There's a couple of strategies you can use, and then the final fight on Claire is just, it's really easy. But yeah, G2 is just fucking awful. But yeah. Anyway, G1 is down. Gunpowder, I believe, in here. There's also herb behind you if you desire it, but we're just going to ignore it. We've picked up 1 green and 1 red. So that gives us another healing item. We didn't use 1 here either, so we now have 2 batches of red and green, and I think we have 3 first aid kits just now. So, plenty of healing items. In the next room coming up, there's an item box. I suggest you do your item management immediately. I forget to. And I go straight up into the car park, go looting for items, then realizing my inventory is full. So this wastes time because it requires you to go back down the ladder and get to the item box.
So where's your dad?
Or do I do it here? I think I do it here. I think I learned this from my first playthrough. I messed up my, yeah. So you're going to need space for the car key, which you can then discard after. Then we're going to replace that with the next pistol. So that's 1 space you need. You need 1 space for the high like high grade gunpowder we're going to pick up. There's 2 spaces. And you're going to need a space for the diamond key.
My mom.
I think that's all I pick up.
But he's gone. Wow.
So yeah, 3 spaces.
It's just me and my brother. Oh, I'm sorry.
But yeah, you're going to need at least 3 acid rounds. Preferably, if you have 5. Just to get rid of the first 2 liquors more safely. Because you can just fire 2 acid rounds with them. Now, I read online, I'm not 100% sure how true this is, that entering and leaving rooms changes the health on a zombie. So if you're fighting zombies at the entrance to a doorway, that it can like seriously affect the health they have. Like every time you kind of in and out of the room, they get health back. I'm not 100% sure how true that is. It is definitely believable. Which I think is why I have quite a bit of trouble with the liquor section coming up. Because I shoot one with the acid round and I immediately hover by the door. And I'm not sure if it respawns health, but... You're going to need probably 4 acid rounds for the first room to dispatch the 2 liquors first. And this 3rd liquor you can just use 1 acid round on and then run away from it. So I come out here, I use the car key to open the boot. I don't pick up the gun quite yet. But I just use the item and discard it. And then we're going to go deal with the liquors and get the key. So make sure your acid rounds are equipped. And there's 1 here. Now I try to see if I can run past, like bait round it, but it always notices you. I don't really feel confident at walking past this one and another one. You might be able to, but acid round and pistol it. I also panic because I don't know where the other one is. I swear I've seen it come to the right hand side before. So I'm just playing it safe. If you have the ammo though, don't even use the pistol. Just use the acid round. But you see, like I've used the acid round and several pistol bullets and it's still alive. So I don't know if it's just because hardcore has so much health or if it's just because they do respawn health in doorways, but I don't know. But yeah. Probably best just not using pistol ammo, just use your acid rounds. It's so much safer. This is me being completely paranoid. Like, is it dead? I'm not sure. I'll just keep shooting it anyway. But I think 2 is enough. You know, a couple of pistol shots as well wouldn't do any harm, I suppose. So I jump into the morgue. We're going to pick up the diamond key here. As soon as you pick it up, the zombie will jump up and there'll be a zombie by the door as well that will start aggroing towards you. You can actually just run past them both without using any ammo. As long as you instantly turn and go for the door. The zombie by the door takes so long to get up that you can just run straight out. So if you don't have an acid round here, a flame round still works. There's high grade gun ammo here in front as well, if you so desire to create more. So equip the grenade launcher and it's just going to be right around the corner. There we go on the ceiling. 1 shot to drop it and then run past it. Back into the car park. Now we're going to pick up the pistol. Because this is the main one we're going to be using. And then we're going to get rid of the... what's it? Is the SLS or something it's called? We're just going to wait until we essentially turn it into a Magnum later on. Which is going to be primarily used for the G2 fight. So diamond key here. Now, inside here there is the upgrade for the grenade launcher. But it turns it into a 2 item box weapon, which I don't like. And all it does is like help you aim. If you've been playing this and you're seriously considering going for an S+, I'm only assuming that you have a good understanding of how to like fire a weapon in this game. So I don't think it's really necessary to have that upgrade. So I actually detach it and just put it in the item box. It's a waste of a valuable piece of item space that you're going to need. So just dump it. If you plan on getting another item upgrade, then keep it if you want, but I think it's a waste. Now, you can also get rid of the diamond key here. I get rid of it after this, but you don't even need it anymore unless you plan on getting the other button for the armory area. If you don't plan on doing that for the upgrade, then just get rid of it. Because the heart key is all we need now. There we go. So you're going to need, I'm trying to think how many spaces you need. You definitely need a space for each of the electric components. You're going to need 2 spaces for the cog. Oh, there is an item box halfway through, so I think I run with 3. Yeah. So we're going to go upstairs. You can go down and get the jewel if you want to get the SMG, but it's trash. So upstairs, in here's a flash grenade. To the right is handgun ammo. Now there's a zombie in here. There's flame rounds here and a zombie to the right hand side. I would recommend you use this fucking flame rounds because I get punished for not doing it. I get punished here for not hitting him with it because he bites me. And I'm going to get punished in about 5 minutes when I leave this room and he bites me again. I use the knife to get rid of him, but I would much rather keep that knife. So if you have spare flame rounds, just kill him. It's like, I mean, if you even have handgun ammo, you could stagger him. My brain just kind of melts here. Or even worse, I use a grenade. Very valuable grenade. In my defense, he grabbed me as soon as I opened the door. I couldn't see that coming. But yeah. So yeah, that's my 3 spaces taken up. 1 for the electric component and 1 for the 2 for the cog. Yeah, I can briefly pause there because I forget what I'm doing, which is fine. Once you pause the game, the timer stops. So if you need to pause the game and then work out where you're going next or what your routing is, or watching this video, by all means. So when you go down here and turn the water flow, there's 2 zombies. A woman zombie underneath the staircase and a dude on the right hand side. If you're quick, you could completely ignore the guy and go straight for the girl and stagger her. You might have to get a little bit lucky with a stagger, but you can get past both of them. If you have the grenade that I just lost, I suppose you could use a grenade on them. It's just getting past 2 zombies is very difficult because the stagger doesn't last long. So getting 2 staggers back to back is very rare. And here's Mr. X. Now I've seen people bait out a punch from him there that allows them to get past him, but it's much safer to just come out here and bait him towards you and then just do a big circle. Now, there's a red herb here that I mentioned earlier on, and then the other green herb down here. We're going to pick these up on the way back for additional healing. So just ignore them just now. And then we're going to head back to the main area. The next goal is to get the jack for the library, which again is going to require item management. So while you're in here and Mr. X hasn't followed you yet, use the item box to get rid of the electric component. I think that's all you need to get rid of. If you can, get rid of something else, because we're going to pick up a hand grenade as well. In fact, you don't even need to, because using the using the heart key to get to the next section, I'm pretty sure allows you to get rid of it. But yeah, at least 2 spaces. 1 for a hand grenade and 1 for the jack. But I'm pretty sure we're going to get rid of the heart key soon. I'm not really sure. I think I'm getting... Oh no, I keep 1 flame round. Yeah. Because I think I know I'm going to use one. and then once I reload, that'll free me up an item space. But oh yes, now I know. You're coming into the west office. There's going to be a liquor directly out this door. So stagger this guy, equip the grenade launcher. The liquor will be on the right hand side. Stagger him, turn around and go through the shortcut door. Heart key. I think that means we can get rid of it now. Oh no, it's not. There's another use for it. Okay. Anyway, hand grenade and jack. Now, for some reason, Mr. X takes a while to spawn here, but he'll come. He always comes in here. I think you maybe have to approach the door. There we go. Okay, now we're going to bait him round and run back out. Put the grenade launcher on again, because the liquor won't be dead. But if you walk out, or even flash grenade, that's what I do, I think. Oh wait, the liquor died. What? One flame round killed the liquor? Mind blowing. Anyway, stagger zombie back out here, upstairs into the library. Now the library section on hardcore is ridiculous because you don't really want to waste ammo killing zombies, but there's 3 of them. So you gotta play this one super safe, especially with Mr. X. So put a jack in. I would recommend a flash grenade. Flash grenade here will do wonders, especially if Mr. X is here and you get Mr. X and the zombies. And here is one of the greatest things: you can move all 3 library sections, like bookcases, sorry, by just moving the one on the left. I discovered this via a YouTube comment. Name escapes me just now, but shout out to you hero. And you're going to go straight the ladder and across. Do a pistol because we're going to stagger a zombie at this corner. And you're going to go right into the clockwork area. So this guy here. Kneecap him a couple of times, and then we go. I'm sure you've already done the cog puzzle. Big cog in here, take it back out, go upstairs, switch him around, go downstairs, put the small one in. If you have space, there's also large gunpowder in the room next to here, which is very handy for later on. For the final fight in the game, I used the minigun, the grenade launcher, and my handgun. And my handgun, I'm pretty sure, is the reason I survive. So, the more gunpowder you have for the end to create ammo, the better. It's always good to just hoard gunpowder. If you have item space, just take it and shove it in the item box. It's invaluable later on, trust me. Okay, so this gives us the electric pieces, but we're gonna go through the door here and pick up the large gunpowder. There's also fantastic Mr. Fox? Or no, Mr. Raccoons, that's what they are. In here, if you don't have it. Okay, so now we're just heading back, actually. I don't know if this bit here is kind of RNG based as to where Mr. X is going to be, but on both my playthroughs, I leave this room and instantly turn left, and I get away with it. Like, I think sometimes in the past he's blocked the left-hand side, but as long as you can't hear his footprints, you should be okay. I can hear him just now, but it's because he's underneath me. The zombie's far away enough, it's fine. Now, he's in here, I can hear him coming upstairs. Now, any zombie, like him there, that comes towards you from the staircase will not come towards you because this area is a trap. So, by all means, fall through it. Like, it'll save you. Because the zombie and Mr. X know it's a trap and therefore cannot cross it. So use it to your advantage. Now, you don't need to use the item box in here to get the other stuff because there is an item box in the sheriff's office. So just run through. Please make sure you have one item space because we're going to pick up the green herb and then pick up the red herb for more healing. So this will give us maybe 3 red and green herbs now and 2 or 3 first aid kits. Which is plenty. You can do the sewer section without getting hurt pretty easily. I think the main use for healing items is just the second and third fight against Birkin, or G2 and G3 as they're called. But yeah, we're just gonna head down back in the sheriff's office, and then it's for the sherry section. At this point in time, I'm not sure if I'm going to include the sherry section, because everyone knows how to do it, and it's just really fucking boring. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just delete the sherry section. I don't think it's necessary. I'm sure you've already done it before. I think it's very easy not to get caught. So, it's just this puzzle. I always like to do this puzzle from back to front. I try and create a path from where the end means to be and then connect them together. I just think it's significantly easier. Also takes me a while to work out what to do. Like, I'm not a huge fan of this puzzle. Leon's one is worse. But you can get cheat sheets for it. It tells you exactly what panels to turn and how many times to turn them. Okay, so skip sherry section. Now we're going back down to the car park. It's another reason why this is easier in Leon. Claire's dog section is significantly easier than Leon's dog section, in my opinion. Because you can kill like 90% of the dogs as Claire in a position where they can't even touch you. But first we have to get past Mr. X, because Mr. X is obsessed with Claire. So they're going to use the keycard here, and Mr. X is going to spawn behind us. Just going to lure him across. I've seen the speedrunners bait out his punch attack a couple of times and then just duck under the barrier, but fuck trying to do that when you're trying to go for S+. This guy puts you in like danger health in one hit. And the amount of times that he's hit me, and then the animation as I'm getting back off the floor, he hits me again. It's like, iframes please? Now, I don't know if it's because I'm not close enough or if it's because it's hardcore, but for some reason the zombies don't break out here. They take far too long, and Mr. X is super close to me. So just pay attention. If you go too far around like I do here, Mr. X will turn around. And then as soon as you get an opportunity to go, just go. There are moments where one of the zombies will get stuck behind the fence. It's just a pain in the ass. You can try and stagger him. You can even just get bit. You've got enough healing items, or use a flame round or grenade launcher. Hopefully RNG is on your side and both the zombies leave, but it has happened before. Now, dogs. You can kill 3 dogs from here. They're a nightmare to shoot once they start running, but they will stop eventually. They'll also just kind of appear below you by the gate. There we go, and just kill them. I think it's 5 bullets on hardcore. So those 2. Stagger the zombie over the garbage thing. And another dog will spawn in front of you. Kill him. 3 bullets for that one. Now once you come through the gate, the dog's going to spawn on top of the car. Just ignore him. You usually get stuck behind the car. If you can, try and run whilst having the camera behind you so you can keep an eye on them, but he usually gets stuck in the basketball court. Now, the first dog that runs up, kill it as fast as you can. When the second dog jumps over, go through the gate. And that dog almost always misses you. Just make sure you hug the left, you're fine. And into the bus. You might get, this is where I usually get hit. Grenade on the right, because you need to stagger the zombie to get past him. And you don't really want to linger here, so you need to jump out the bus straight away, and this is where I get hit. The fucking insta hit from the dog there is annoying. Just, yeah. Keep an eye on them as you're running. While Claire's in caution mode, she actually runs faster than she does when she's healthy, so I suppose getting hit's probably a good thing. But there is actually an additional healing item inside the orphanage here. If you just go upstairs and head to the bathroom where the sheriff was, there's actually one in there. There's also machine gun ammo, but we're not using the machine gun because it's trash. It's just right in front, I think. Yeah, there is there. Okay, now let's go save Sherry and get Mr. X killed. Hashtag spoilers. But yeah, we're almost approaching the end of part 1. Just getting to the sewer and getting to like the major first save point. Like another thing about Claire is using the flame rounds for the sewer makes it so easy. I always struggle with the sewer with Leon, especially the section where you're heading towards getting the king and queen pawn, because the 3, I don't even know what the enemies are called, but the 3 disgusting enemies that sit in the sewers are so annoying to get past as Leon. And if they grab you and use a defense item, they can just grab you again as soon as you try and cut around them. It's infuriating. Like, the stagger animation from a defense item for them needs to be longer. And because they're so big and clunky, they block off like the areas that you can run past them from. And the best weapon for them is the flamethrower. But you don't get the flamethrower until you've done that section. Honestly, the rage. In my S Plus playthrough for Leon, I used 4 grenades for that section. I was so salty. Yeah, go into the room where Annette was, you'll get high grade ammo. Which we're going to need for the Birkin fight coming up. I think, in fact, there's probably more high grade ammo somewhere in the sewer. But I'm not 100% sure. Because there is very limited like magnum ammo for Claire, because you can't make it. So one of the good things about Leon is you can just make magnum ammo. Whereas like, it's insane that an item such as high grade gunpowder, which is rarer than gunpowder, and therefore combining them together should give you something good, like magnum ammo for Leon. But in Claire, when you combine them, they give you submachine gun ammo. Like, in what world is 2 high grade gunpowder combinations a submachine gun ammo? Like, that's awful. Right, 3 zombies in here, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. The one on the left is sitting down, so just run over to him. Pick up the flame rounds, stagger the left one, and run past him. There's a locker here, which we're going to ignore for 2 reasons. 1, it's too dangerous because there's zombies here, and 3, it contains submachine gun ammo, which we're not going to use because the submachine gun is trash. But yeah, like that's it for the first part. This is our first save when we're here, so yeah, like 50 minutes in, we're going to use our first save. Which is the longest time we're going to use before we getting a save. So don't worry, we're going to have, like, saves are going to be more frequent after this. But there's two inks there. Just take one, put one back, and then just save the game here. And that's number 1. So that's part 1. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll bring part 2 as soon as I can. Thank you.